Welcoming you once again in the Fantastical Journeys with Aamna, and today I am going to bring you another exciting story of a grandfather and a granddaughter. So let's start up. The grandfather and the granddaughter sat on the porch watching the sunset. The grandfather, who was actually very loving towards her granddaughter, and the granddaughter, who was only 6 years old at the time, was telling her grandfather about her school day, what had been there. The grandfather listened attentively, smiling and nodding his head. When the granddaughter was finished, the grandfather said, "I'm so proud of you, my dear. You are such a smart and talented girl." The granddaughter smiled, her face beaming with pride. "Thank you, Grandpa," she said. "I love you. I love you too," the grandfather said. The grandfather and granddaughter continued to sit on the porch, talking and laughing. The grandfather told the granddaughter stories about his own childhood, and the granddaughter told the grandfather about her dreams for the future she had seen. The grandfather was always there for the granddaughter. Through thick and thin, he was her rock, her confident, and her biggest support ever. He helped her throughout her first heartbreak, her first job interview, and her first day of college. The grandfather never gave up on her, but even when she made mistakes, he always believed in her, and he always encouraged her to follow her dreams throughout. The granddaughter grew up to be a successful woman, and she never forgot the love and support of her grandfather. He was her role model, her mentor, and her best friend. One day, when the grandfather was an adult, older, and the granddaughter was an adult, she went to visit her grandfather. He was old and frail, but he was still the same loving and supporting man he had always been. The granddaughter sat next to her grandfather and took his hand and said, Thank you for everything." The grandfather smiled. "You are welcome, my dear," he said. "I'm so proud of the woman you have become today." The grandfather died a few years later, but the granddaughter never forgot him. She cherished the memories they had shared, and it was all about his love and support he had given throughout her life. The grandfather's gift to his granddaughter was no more than just love and support. It was also the gift of hope. He taught her that she could achieve anything she ever wanted, and she thought in her mind, and gave her the confidence to follow her dreams. The granddaughter never forgot the grandfather's gift, and she carried it with her throughout her life. It helped her to become a successful woman, and it gave her strength to overcome any obstacle that came into her way. I hope that it was an inspiration for you all, and you would love to listen more stories, and keep sharing, subscribing, press the bell icon for the latest stories on my channel. This is Fantastical Journeys with Aamna.